Hello and welcome again for another BIR updates. Today, our presentation is about on RMC 87 to 2024, which covers the latest updates from the Bureau of Internal Revenue. We will be discussing the key points of the Revenue Memorandum Circular, including important changes and guidelines that taxpayers need to be aware of. Our first question addresses whether existing revenue issuances that mandate certain taxpayers to use the Electronic Filing and Payment System, or EOPT, are repealed by Section 3 of BIR No April 2024. The answer is no. The previous requirements for using EOPT remain in effect, as they do not conflict with the provisions of BIR No April 2024. Under the new regulations, taxpayers who are already enrolled in EOPT should continue using it. However, those who were mandated to use EOPT but have not yet enrolled can now opt to use the BIR forms facility. The second question concerns the circumstances in which the taxpayers, who are mandated to file the tax returns electronically, will be allowed to file their returns manually. The answer is the taxpayers who are mandated to file the tax returns electronically shall be allowed to file their returns manually when there is an advisory on the unavailability of the system, when the tax return form is not yet available in any of the electronic filing platforms, or when there is justifiable reason as may be determined by the Commissioner of the Internal Revenue, CIR, or his authorized representative. Next, we discuss the question when there is a case where there is an advisory that the electronic filing/payment platforms are unavailable, are taxpayers mandated to use the same allowed to manually file their tax returns and pay the taxes due anywhere? The answer is yes. Taxpayers who are mandated to use the EOPT and the BIR forms are allowed to manually file their tax returns and pay their taxes due to any revenue collection officer, RCO, or authorized agent bank, OB. Likewise, taxpayers are reminded that RCOs may only accept cash payments not exceeding P20,000.00. However, there shall be no limit on tax payments made through checks. Moving on to the next question, considering that the tax return filing is required to be done electronically, how can the attachments to the tax returns be submitted, if any? Then, the attachments shall likewise be submitted electronically using the Electronic Audited Financial Statements, EAFS/e-submission facility, whichever is applicable. In case of unavailability of said facilities, the attachments can be submitted manually to the BIR district office that has jurisdiction over the taxpayer. The fifth question addresses asking of what are the documents that shall be submitted through EAFS and e-submission facility. Revenue Memorandum Circular, RMC, for the list of documents that shall be submitted through EAFS and e-submission facility was enumerated on Annex A. Question number 6 regarding on the removal of 25% penalty on a wrong venue filling. Yes. The 25% surcharge shall no longer be imposed as this has already been removed under the EOPT Act. Question number 7 was what are the available electronic payment, ePay, gateways that taxpayers can use in the payment of their taxes aside from the EOPT. Listed below are the ePay gateways for tax payment. You can also refer to the BIR website from time to time, for the updated list. 1 Land Bank of the Philippines, LBP, link.biz portal, for taxpayers who have ATM account with LBP and/or holders of BankNet ATM/debit/prepaid card or taxpayer utilizing PESONet facility for depositors of AUB, BPI, PS Bank, RCBC, Robinsons Bank, and Union Bank. 2 Development Bank of the Philippines, DBP, pay tax online, for holders of Visa/MasterCard credit card and/or BankNet ATM/debit card. 3 Union Bank of the Philippines, UBP, online/the portal payment facilities, for taxpayers who have an account with UBP or InstaPay using UPAY facility, for individual non-account holder of Union Bank, or for tax software provider. AMIEG- using credit cards or electronic wallets, e-wallets, such as Cash, Maya, GrabPay or ShopeePay. BMaya- Mobile application. Taxpayers who shall avail of the ePay may access the above-mentioned ePay facilities by accessing the BIR website. Upon clicking the ePay icon, users shall be directed to the available ePay gateways. Taxpayers may also directly access the following OB/TSP links. LBP, www.lbp-eservices.com/egps/portal/index.jsp. DBP, www.dbppaytax.com. Union Bank, online.unionbankkilometers/hour.com. MyEG, http://myeg.ph/services/BIR. Taxpayers who will avail the services of Maya shall download and install the Maya mobile application from the Google Play Store, Apple App Store or Huawei iApp Gallery. Taxpayer shall bear any convenience fee that may be charged by TSP&/or mobile companies for using their electronic filing/payment facilities. Is opening a bank account necessary in using EFPS? Definitely yes. The next question is about how can taxpayers file their tax returns and pay the corresponding taxes due electronically. The answer is via EFPS of Electronic Filing and Payment System and through BIR forms. In this slide, we address if not yet enrolled in EFPS, how can mandated taxpayers file returns and pay their taxes. Taxpayers mandated to use EFPS but are not yet enrolled in EFPS and in any EFPS OB shall use the BIR forms for e-filing and pay the corresponding taxes electronically through any ePay facility or manually through any RCO or OB, until their enrollment in the EFPS and EFPS OBs has been approved. The following question covers the remittances of bank to the BIR. Yes. There are still cases of late filing and payment of taxes. Taxpayers shall proceed to the RDO for computation of penalties and pay their taxes due to any OB. This question addresses what are the new guidelines in the filing of BIR Form No 0605. In cases of payment using BIR Form No 0605 with previous tax computations, the said form can be filed and paid electronically through the electronic platforms and ePay gateways. In cases where there are computations needed, the taxpayers may proceed to any RDO for assistance. The collection personnel of the RDO shall guide the taxpayers who opt to file the return electronically through the e-lounge facility, even without the approval/signature of the concerned official, and inform them to pay the corresponding taxes due electronically through the ePay gateways or pay manually to the respective RCO or the nearest OB. Next question is about the new guidelines to be observed in the issuance of check as mode of payment of tax due. There are guidelines in the preparation of the check, and the preparation of check differs if the same shall be paid to an OB and RCO. For check to be tendered to an OB, the taxpayer shall indicate in the space provided for after the phrase pay to the order of the following data: 1. Presenting/collecting bank or the bank where the payment is to be coursed, and 2. FAO, for the account of Bureau of Internal Revenue as payee. In the case of manager's check, MC, or cashier's check, CC, the issuing bank shall indicate on the space for after the phrase pay to the order of the following data: I. Presenting/collecting bank or the bank where the payment is to be coursed, and 2. FAO, for the account of Bureau of Internal Revenue as payee, and under the asterisk account name asterisk, the taxpayer's name and taxpayer identification number, TIN. If the check shall be paid through RCO, the taxpayer shall indicate in the space provided for after the phrase pay to the order of the Bureau of Internal Revenue pursuant to RR No April 2024. Our last question discusses if the receiving OB system is offline or unavailable, can taxpayers transfer to another OB branch even if the name of the receiving OB branch is already indicated on the check for payment of taxes due? The answer is yes. Taxpayers may transfer to another OB branch, provided that the branch is the same OB. However, taxpayers should write legibly at the back of the check the following: L. Name of the receiving branch, 2. Name of taxpayer, and 3. TIN. All are enjoined to give this circular a wide publicity as possible. For any further questions or if you require assistance, please contact us at 0917 537 3111 or email to business8_solutions@yahoo.com. Bucina SAID System and Accounting Solutions Co. are available to support micro, small and medium enterprises in understanding and implementing these updates. Thank you once again for your attention. We hope this presentation has provided you with the necessary insights into the latest updates from the Bureau of Internal Revenue. Please don't hesitate to reach out if you need further clarification or support.